Senior Bowl's going on in Mobile, and Kalen DeBoer showed up Tuesday. We talked about Ryan Grubb yesterday. If you missed the show, go back and watch it. Today, I want to talk about Ryan Williams, another Ryan, Hollywood, Bama's best player, the most important player on the team, maybe, arguably, and what he had to say. So we're going to do that right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Like and subscribe. We're brought to you by New Life Art. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Let's get this show started. And from the bottom, I say this every day, but I mean it. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, and roll tide. It's great to see all of you, and thank you for being here on the channel. Let's get into it right now. I wanted to talk Ryan Williams because Kalen DeBoer was asked about Ryan Williams, Mr. Hollywood, and he talked about him. He said, I know that he's got much higher goals than what he accomplished this year, which was really last year, right, at this point. Well, I agree with that. And there's no telling what this guy could accomplish if he worked really hard this offseason. 2024, 48 catches, 865 yards, 8 touchdowns. He also had one of the most bogus bullcrap officials take a touchdown away from him, and one of the, or maybe the most electrifying play of the season. That would have either been the catch against Oklahoma or the one that he had against Georgia. And then we talk about that game against Georgia. I mean, think about what Ryan Williams accomplished against Georgia. I mean, like, when you really, really think about it, it is just absolutely amazing to kind of dig down in a game against maybe the best team in the country at the time, and to go for 177 yards. And then the most amazing way to win the game at the end, when Bama had blown the lead, they throw it to him. I mean, he's just like making guys run into each other. It looked like Matrix. It looked like he was like Prince as a football player. And he was a finalist for the Sean Alexander Award, nation's top freshman. I remember Sean against LSU blowing the Tigers away his freshman year. And then, obviously now the award's named after him, but it was great. And when you look at what this guy brings to the table, you know that Alabama is going to rely on him. DeBoer went on to say, I know he's working through his process, and all of that stuff. I think that when you talk about Ryan Williams and what he's doing, and I know that wasn't the quote that I thought they were pulling up there, so I do apologize. I was talking about another Ryan Grubb. But when you talk about this wide receiver room, and I am focused on that right now, you're talking about Alabama's, maybe going into the season, their most talented room. I mean, first off, you got Hollywood, right? And if you said, now who's the best, the most reliable wide receiver, you're saying, well, maybe that's Jeremy Bernard, right? So you got your most electrifying guy, and then you got your most, obviously your most consistent guy. And then you go out and you add Isaiah Horton, the transfer from Miami, and he had a great season for the Canes, and now the Memphis native is coming to Tuscaloosa. Latsier Brooks, remember him? He was the wide receiver out of New Jersey, set a bunch of records there, a big-time signee for the Tide, and he'll be a freshman. Derek Meadows, the guy who is, a 4-star, that was supposed to go to LSU, or supposed to go to Notre Dame. Bama ended up flipping him. And, he's out in Nevada. He's another electrifying guy. And then you talk about the players that are coming back. Cole Adams, who we saw flashes of really good football. Jalen Hale, with all of the speed and ability, who got hurt. We didn't see him during the season, but he's a great player. What's Jalen Mbakwe going to look like at wide receiver instead of playing defensive back, right? Bama's going to have a very talented wide receiver room. And this is an area where I really feel like Kalen DeBoer is going to be focused to try to get the most out of these guys. I mean, he was a former wide receiver. They had all of those players transfer out of the wide receiver room And I know that it has to almost feel like a shot at him to see all of those guys leave. But I feel like this is going to be the area where Alabama is going to succeed. But we'll see. You know, one of the things that Alabama did under Nick Saban at wide receiver that maybe we don't give enough credit to, but we should, and that's block. You know, and that was kind of Kendrick Law's deal last year. He was a great blocker, but you want to block and catch the football. And he didn't see the ball a lot, but he was a good blocker. At Alabama, when Nick Saban was in his prime and Alabama was at their best, the wide receivers blocked. Those wide receiver screens were so tough because they'd block you and somebody might take it to the house. They turned those into huge plays and big advantages for the Alabama team because they were able to do that. All right, I talked about Bama and all of the Bama players that are playing for Philadelphia that are going to be in the Super Bowl 59. I missed a guy though, Cameron Latu. He's in this group, right? So you talk about Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith, and you talk about Landon Dickerson, and you talk about Eli Ricks and Byron Young, right? You talk about Tyler Skeen, but I didn't bring up Latu. So it's 7 guys that could win a Super Bowl ring at Alabama if they win it all. Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and it's the perfect time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, they're giving all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. This is your shot to make every last play a moment to be remembered. Don't wait. Download the DraftKings app now and use our promo code Bama Tailgate. The crown is yours. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use our promo code Bama Tailgate, bet just $5 on any wager, and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. That's promo code Bama Tailgate only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Love the New Life Art Cam. And we talk about wide receivers, right? Talk about guys that can catch the ball. I love this print right here. Restoring the order. It's a championship. 20% off when you use our promo code Bama Tailgate at New Life Art. You guys know that. All the classics, right? All the classics. You could use that there. The promo code is Bama Tailgate, newlifeart.com. And go there, check it out. They've got mugs and calendars and all that stuff, but also these prints, and they're great. I love when people walk in and they see the wall. When Catfish was here, he was like, man, that wall is awesome. And I'm like, it's the wall of champions, right? Well, you can have a wall of champions as well. 20% off at checkout with promo code New Life Art. So take advantage of that. And finally today, guys, we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Jay Coker's going to be on the show Monday and Tuesday. So you're going to see him. He'll be back, and he'll be right on here with me, and you guys can hang out with us as well. I think Wes, our guy, says he's coming. Come hang out with us. We're going to be at the Pearl River Resort facilities Monday and Tuesday, and we'll be talking about the big game, Super Bowl 59. So swing in there with us, but if you can't make it, hey, don't worry about it. Go for the Super Bowl. Go for anything. They'll have the Super Bowl in there. They'll have all the 20 TVs, but they'll turn them all into one giant TV. It's so much fun to go in there and watch huge sporting events at the Timeout Sports Lounge at Golden Moon Casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi. I watched Tyson Fury. I got the poster right back there. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's first fight of the 3. I watched in there. It was amazing. It was so much fun. It was a draw, that fight, but Deontay almost knocked him out at the end of the fight, which was pretty cool. Anyway, Bama games I've watched in there. I'd love to watch the Super Bowl in there as well, but you can throw down money like you're in Vegas. It's a short trip from Tuscaloosa or Birmingham or really anywhere in Alabama, but you get that Vegas style experience. You don't have to go all the way out to Las Vegas to get it. Plus the prices are good too. I mean, I was out in Vegas last year and, went to a concert at the Sphere and the beers were like $20. I mean, that's it's a little pricey. So you go to Pearl River and you go to the concerts. They got great concerts. And I bought Big Sexy Elmo, the late, great Brett Elmore. I was like, let me get this round. They were like $6. Like, I got this. So you'll appreciate them as well. Check it out. You also got Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. It's the Augusta you can play, the Azaleas, the Oaks, Philip M. Steakhouse, Mom and Them's Restaurant, the Circle Bar in the middle of Golden Moon Casino, all that stuff. So much fun. Find out for yourself at Pearl River Resort. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. We will talk to you again tomorrow, and roll time.
To Pearl River Resort.